Dark Metal issue number 3. Now, I think I'm gonna do a review for everything Dark Metal. I'm gonna be doing reviews for all of them because I really enjoy them. I don't know why. I just actually yeah I do know why. One is I mean it's interesting as hell. Two, I love like the horror theme. There is like a lot of Lovecraftian influence in this event. So we start off in Smallville, Kansas. So Damien and John are rocking it out on a mini stage, and we have Bruce, Clark Kent, Lois, and Diana watching. And Bruce kind of gives this weird speech, and it ends with him saying "Carpe Diem," which is land for seize the day. And I bring this up for a reason that I'll talk about a little bit later. But as soon as he says that, the bat symbol appears on his chest in blood, and a fist rips out of Batman's chest and grabs Clark. And it looks like the fist belongs to Barbados. And then we get this like awesome image of the Dark Knights riding on demonic horses. Basically, they're the like the horsemen of the apocalypse right here. And then we get the Goblin Robins. uh, Barbados basically like sticks his nail into Clark's mouth, and then Clark like wakes up, and then Clark like wakes up, and he's in Metropolis now, and Diana is with him, and it looks like all this is it like all the civilians in Gotham are just like hooked up to this demonic flesh wall. I think it's like feeding off their fears. Basically, it kind of reminds me of like The Matrix, only less sci-fi and more demonic, supernatural. But yeah, basically, like this population of Gotham's like hooked up to this flesh wall, and they're being drained of their, I think it's their fears. But yeah, Superman flies to like the top of this mountain where there's even more of these like skull people, and on top is Barbados. Basically, Superman goes to attack Barbados. He gets attacked by Doomsday instead. He ends up in this place surrounded by snow. It's still Gotham City, but it's just like surrounded in snow. And this place is actually Crime Alley, the place where Batman's parents died. And the reason why there's snow everywhere is because the man who laughs, I think that's what his name is, the Joker looking Batman, the one with the Goblin Robins. He gave off portions of Gotham to the villains in Arkham. So he gave Crime Alley to Mr. Freeze. So that's why there's like snow everywhere. And Clark tries to talk Batman down because he's like, even if you're from another universe, there's still, you're still Bruce. Like there's still part of you in there. And then the man who laughs basically laughs because of course he does, right? It kind of just tells him like, Clark, that's exactly what you said on my that's exactly what you said to me in my world right before I killed you and your whole family. So Devastator. Okay, so that's what the Doomsday Batman is called, Devastator. So Superman's getting his butt kicked when the Ankh symbol appears. That's Doctor Strange's symbol. For anyone who doesn't know, the Ankh symbol is Egyptian, and it's the symbol of life. But yeah, we saw that appear in multiple one-shots, and basically those Doctor Strange created those to grab the heroes and bring them to safety before they got killed off. So that appears, and then the Flash arrives, and he grabs Superman. He like takes him through the Ankh symbol. And Superman's teleported basically into the Oblivion Bar, which is like this outpost, like in a hidden pocket dimension of magic, is what it's called. And we get Kendra and Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Flash. And then we got these two other characters. Who are they? Oh, it just says right here. Nightmaster and Bobo. I feel like I should know who these characters are, but I don't. I've mentioned it before in previous videos, but I was never a DC kid growing up. I was always into Marvel. It's only just recently I got into DC because, well, let's face it, Marvel's pretty terrible. So a lot of these characters, like I know who the Justice League characters are, obviously, because they're the Justice Leagues. But some of these other characters, I have no idea who they are. Like this is my first time ever seeing them, so I have no idea who Nightmaster or Bobo is. But Bobo looks pretty cool. Like I mean, he's basically a talking monkey with a Sherlock Holmes hat, which is kind of funny. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes almost never wears a hat. A lot of people think he always wears that. He actually doesn't. What is it? That's like the hunting hat or something like that, right? I don't know what the technical term is, but he hardly ever wears it. In fact, in the books, I don't think does he ever even wear it once. But yeah, like, Sherlock is always known for wearing that hat, but he doesn't actually wear that in the real series. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I just thought that was kind of interesting. It's just one of those things that kind of got like lost in time. Now everyone thinks Sherlock Holmes wears that hat, but he doesn't. Kind of like Robin Hood. Robin Hood. People always say Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the poor. He doesn't. He doesn't steal from the rich. I'm sure you guys know, but Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham are overtaxing people. Like they're taxing the population, the regular civilians, the peasants, and stuff like that. The only thing that Robin Hood does is he's just taking the money that Sheriff of Nottingham and Prince John took from the people, and he's giving it back to the people. But so yeah, just I don't know, just an interesting trivia for you guys. If you guys don't come away from this video with anything, at least you'll come away with some kind of knowledge you can now share with your friends and family. Hey guys, guess what? I learned that Sherlock doesn't really wear that hat that he's known for. And Robin Hood never stole from the rich and gave to the poor. He was just taking the money back to the rightful owners. But yeah, back to the back to the script. Dr. Fate. It is Dr. Fate. Why did I keep saying Dr. Strange? Dr. Fate is the one with the Ankh symbol. So forgive me. I believe I said Dr. Strange in the one shots as well. I don't know why. Doctor Strange is Marvel. Why the hell would I even say Doctor Strange? Dr. Faith, Steel, and Mr. Terrific were using their connections to the Nth Metal to create a portal where they can gather all the humans, like after, basically save them from being killed off by the demonic creatures. And then we see like a ragged version of Nightwing who was talking about how he tried to take back Gotham, but he got destroyed. He got destroyed by someone called Murder Machine, which I did a video on that. And Nightwing basically is talking about how he lost the Teen Titans. So yeah, so I guess the Teen Titans died? That's interesting. I'm assuming he died. They died. Because Nightwing says, I lost the Teen Titans. And then he kind of like whispers, he says, kids, Clark, kids. And Superman like looks very depressed. I'm assuming if he just literally lost them, then he wouldn't be as sad as, them dying. Which is kind of interesting. It's just a shame that Damien didn't get killed off. Damien's still around, unfortunately. But they kind of mentioned how the Nth Metal is the only thing that's able to actually harm these demonic creatures. And Dr. Fate says that he can sense the Nth Metals. He can sense them in Steel's hammer, in his helmets, in the Plastic Man egg, which has me very excited in the hopes that Plastic Man's going to make an appearance, because I love Plastic Man. Though I will say that the only thing I know of Plastic Man is from Injustice 2 comic series, but I love the hell out of his character in that. And from what little research I did on Plastic Man, it looks like that series is kind of faithful to his character. And if so, then yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking up Plastic Man stuff. I'm thinking about doing retro reviews, because usually I do 3 reviews a week. So I'm thinking maybe do like 2 reviews will be like on current comics or comics that came out somewhat recently, and then like a third review would be on classic comics. So I'll do like the very first issue of Hal Jordan, the very first appearance of Aquaman, the very first appearance of Plastic Man. I don't know. If you guys are interested, let me know. This is just something I'm floating around in my head. But if so, I think I want to do a review on the very first appearance of Plastic Man. Basically, there's vibrations coming from the Plastic Man egg, and it's like a certain pattern. And the pattern are actually coordinates. And the coordinates are there's one in deep space, one beneath Atlantis, and one in the center of the multiverse. And basically, these are locations for Nth Metal stuff. So they're kind of wondering about, they're kind of arguing about what they're going to do when Superman says, "The Dark Multiverse, I knew it. It's Batman. He's the key. We need to get him." And Kendra is like talking about, like, it could be a trap. And Superman says, him, Wonder Woman, and Batman had a code, basically a private SOS. And the code was an alphabetical trinity. So Superman said Carp Diem, which is CD, as in Clark Diana. Basically, they would say something that, so like, for example, if Diana was in trouble, she would say BC. If Clark is in trouble, he will say BD. And since Bruce was in trouble, he said CD, as in Clark and Diana. So they have like a code that starts with the first letter of their name. And Nightwing says, like, he felt it too. He felt Bruce reaching out, trying to say something to him. And Superman is like, so you agreed that we should go get him, or go into this dark multiverse. And Nightwing says, no, I think we should fight here. So yeah, Nightwing doesn't want to go out into the dark multiverse because he also thinks it's a trap. He thinks it'll be better off if they stay here and fight. Basically, that's what Bruce would have wanted. And of course, everyone starts kind of arguing about what they should do. And Goblin Robin shows up, but he's quickly stabbed in the mouth with a sword, and it's from Deathstroke. And before they can have any pleasantries, Bobo announces that that's it. This is last call. They've been found out, and they need to get the hell out of there. So basically, decide to split up into groups to get the objects, and Superman's going to go into the dark multiverse. So yeah, they create basically gateways, and everyone basically splits up except for Nightmaster and Bobo. They decide that they're gonna basically stay and fight. And Kendra tries to tell him, like, it's suicide. Like, you're gonna get killed. And he's like, well, at least I'll have a good battle. So everybody leaves. Only Nightmaster and Bobo stay behind. And more Goblin Robins and the Man Who Laughs appear. So yeah, then we get to the Fortress of Solitude, where with the help of Flash and Steel, they create this gateway to send Superman through. He's going to get into the area where Bruce was calling for him. And like, he's so happy, and then finally his face like kind of turns grim, and it's a trap. Basically, he sees like an S made out of the giant tower of people. And demonic Supermans arrive and attack Clark. And we see like Bruce as an old man. I think his life force has been drained. And Clark is like, you said the code, Bruce. You said the code. And Bruce is like, words, images, all his. The music, Clark. I tried to tell you, Diana, Dick, through the music. And I thought this was so cool. The only way to communicate across the multiverse, vibrations, the notes of the song our sons played, starts D, then C, the reverse of my code. It was a warning, Clark. I was saying don't come here. So Clark interpreted the Carp Diem as the code, when the code was actually the notes that Damian and John were playing. And I thought, oh, that was such a cool twist. Like, I wasn't even expecting that. But looks like Superman's getting consumed by darkness, and then that's how the issue ends. I'm loving the hell out of this event. It's so awesome. It's so cool to finally see an event that I'm like looking forward to every issue. Cause usually I'm not a fan of events, but yeah, this is so awesome. So yeah, Dark Metal issue number 3. What do you guys think? I've heard mixed things about it. I've known some people who like. I know some people like it, some people who don't. I think it's really good. Like, I'm really enjoying the heck out of this event. I'm enjoying the event. I'm enjoying all the one shots for it. What do you guys think? Are you guys enjoying it as well? Let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and catch you guys all next time. Later.